Hello and welcome back to Blackpool from Upside Down Hair Travels. So I'm heading down to the prom once again today. Another high tide video, another stormy high tide video, but I thought I'd start off down by the pleasure beach. So down in the tunnel, down by the ice rink. Absolutely heaving down here today. Loads of families coming down to watch the Christmas ice show. Always popular. If you've never been down, I would say check it out, and then maybe get yourself booked on for next year, or unless you can manage to get some tickets for this year, it might be fully booked by now, but it's always one worth coming along to. Kids are broke up for Christmas, you finish work for Christmas. What a great way to start the holiday season. So walking through the tunnel now, and it is like a wind tunnel. You can hear that on the video. And let's go and see what the waves are like, smashing against the steps and the wall. So just before high tide, about half an hour before high tide, which will give me a chance to do a little bit down by the pleasure beach, a bit down by South Pier, and a bit up towards Central Pier. I'm hoping that I'm not going to get blasted by sand like I did during Storm Eowyn. This storm seems to have not really hit Blackpool too badly this time. It's blustery, but it's not as bad as the last one or two. So yeah, let's see what it's like over on the prom side. Well, like I said, starting off down by the pleasure beach, so I've come out of the tunnel, come across onto the promenade side. Sun's quite low in the sky, and today it is just after the shortest day of the year, so a little after 2 o'clock, and the sun is already low in the sky. So let's hopefully get some dramatic views. So waves crashing in, low sunlight. It could be quite dramatic. I hope it is. So yeah, let's take this journey together. Let's have a look. Wow. So this is an area that normally during high tide, so yeah, normally during high tide I don't come down this side, and I can see why now. I am nearly being blown off my feet. I'm actually grabbing hold of the railings while I'm filming. I'm getting absolutely soaked with sea spray. So maybe this storm weather is a bit stronger than I thought. So we're looking at 55-mile-an-hour gusts today, in the middle of high tide. And years gone by, before these sea defences got improved, all this area down by the pleasure beach would have been at risk of flooding. So it looks like it's doing its job. But yeah, look at them wild waves, the power. So I'm going to make my way down to all by the South Pier. I can barely breathe. Wow. So I hope you can just about make Blackpool Tower out in the distance. So it's not quite high tide yet, it's probably about another 20 minutes to go. It's getting there, so I'm going to get by South Pier now. So it's absolutely no surprise to see South Pier closed. I would not want to be on there today. So the waves smashing up against it. So the south side of South Pier, not something where I normally video, like I said before, when it comes to the high tides. So it just gives that different view. As I said before, sun setting, still got about an hour possibly. Well, the waves are all getting churned up, and I'm pretty sure as I head down towards Central Pier, there'll be foam getting blasted all over the promenade. I'm hoping it's not like Storm Eowyn where I got absolutely sandblasted. I don't mind a little bit of sea foam. I don't fancy getting sandblasted again. I've never seen it that bad before. I'm hoping I don't see it today. So let's head on towards the other side of South Pier and on towards Central, just as high tide's about to hit. So it's blowing an absolute hooligan down the promenade. Not that many people about, apart from those going down to the ice show really. And I'm surprised to see Shelley's Shack, and I don't know if you've seen it or not, my favourite burger place, not Greasy Joe's, that's the open. So absolutely blowing a gale. Yeah, there are people walking down the promenade being blasted, but I can't see them being overly busy. Probably trying to get rid of the last few burgers that they've got. Well, you know my thoughts on the burgers from there, so I'm going to be steering clear. But each their own. I hope you can hear the wind absolutely howling. So just come past South Pier now, and the wind is picking up. Probably about 10-15 minutes now to high tide. The wind is howling like a banshee. But I'm not being sandblasted, so I'll take that. So the sea foam's coming up. Along with whatever else is being dragged up. Yeah, that was wild. Wild choppy foam we see at high tide. You just get the same sun I hope you can hear me. You can just get the setting sun over the, well, getting towards the height of the South Pier. So let's head on a little bit further down north. So we're now down at what is probably my favourite part of the South Promenade to watch the stormy weather at high tide, St Chad's Headland. So if you walk down the prom now, you see a massive gap of where the hotels are. It's where the St Chad's Hotel used to be built, in the process of slowly becoming the latest new hotel in Blackpool. So growing up, spent a lot of time in that hotel, looking out the window at the stormy conditions, and this is what you get to see. You get great views when the waves are smashing in. You get Central Pier, and you can get South Pier. Since we did the promenade, the flood risks have disappeared, like I said before, and especially down this part. So it used to be high tide, high winds like this, and you would have the promenade covered in sea. This was probably one of the best regeneration things to be done in Blackpool. Back in the 80s and 90s, it was just like black tarmac, fairly straight. So I try and get as close as I can safely. I don't think the seagulls are enjoying it too much. But all these curves actually make for quite dramatic sea spray. So when the waves smash against the steps. Back in the old days it used to be just like a vertical wall with a curve at the top, and they used to round up over the top, but now they've got the steps to go over. Gives you a different view. I'm being blown. It just shows if it was a high tide, more like your 9 metres, this will be smashing over the top. Still very dramatic, still very powerful. So just below 8 metre high tide today, so 7.92 metres. you're not going to get soaked walking down the prom. Get yourself wrapped up, it's not too bad. But if you're going to get something more like your 9 metre tides, then it's somewhere that I would stay clear of, because you would get soaked and it wouldn't take much to get you taken off your feet. But I have to say, the last two storms that we've had hit Blackpool, it seems to have kept the waves down, which is quite weird. They seem to have dampened the height of the waves. Of course, they seem to have caused more of the churn. So let's get a few views towards the tower. Yeah, while it looks magnificent, you would not want to get caught in that. 55-mile-an-hour gusts. Sea's getting churned up, driftwood's being blown in. So let's head on towards Central Pier to finish off. Should be able to hear that wind whistling again. Down by the north side of Central Pier now. And the wind's still picking up, blowing like an absolute hooligan. Wow, I am getting blasted by sea foam now. It's like being in a snowstorm. Whoa! Can you hear that? That is a banshee and a half. Yep, sea foam in my eye, not ideal. And wow, so it looks like high tide's now just starting to ebb. And all the driftwood and debris. Wow, well, that's picked up. Wowee, and once again I'm holding on to the fence. What's the railing, should I say? Trying to keep my feet. The big giant sand reeds are getting blown, I should imagine. But yeah, so high tide's been and gone now. The sea is still as wild as ever. So I hope you've enjoyed this wander down the prom in the stormy weather at high tide. It will be my last one of 2024 unless we get some massive storm that does kick in. So how stunning does that look like? You've got the waves still smashing in against Central Pier. You've got the remnants of the sun just dipping down. You can see little bits on the clouds, and that's a beautiful sight. I'm in a foam storm. Right, so I'm going to head inland now, just for the last part of today's video. So this is just on the back of, and a bit of an addition to a couple of the videos I put on over the last week. The ones about the £300 million redevelopment of the central car park and the old Bonny Street police station. So it seems that the regeneration is going ahead, or at least the next stage of it is going ahead. So the dropping of the police station. So I'm going to head up past there now. And what I want to do, I actually want to wander down Foxhall Road, because I put on that last video that it needs to be not just the central area that gets regenerated, but also that we need to be looking at Dale Street, so by the world famous £1 a burger bar, and Foxhall Road. But it seems like there has been some work done down Foxhall Road over the last month or two. Oh. As I just ahead of me now, you've got the old police station. You can no doubt see smashed windows, a lot of which have actually been smashed from the inside. And it's all fenced off now. So I used to get youths going in there, and well, I say they thought they were having some fun, causing mayhem in a building that's full of asbestos. Not ideal. So out the window now, not too bad. So just on Bonny Street, by the number 13, which used to be the Pump and Junction. As you can imagine, that was a favourite place to go after a shift in the police station. And for those who know Blackpool very well, you'll know as you get to the end of Bonny Street, you've got Dale Street and Chris Higgett's £1 burger place, closed at the moment for the season. That'll be open early next year. I believe he's doing quite a bit of work in the arcade as well, revamping that. So that'll be good to see. I'll be glad to see Chris again next year. Got a few chippies around here as well. So I'm going to head down Foxhall Road, and it's just at the other end of there where there has been quite a bit of work. So let's have a look down that end. So I'm down by the new Mark Kelly's, what was the old Foxhall. We've got lifeboat in. So that had a massive refurb not long ago. So for months it was all closed, scaffolding outside, a lot of work's been done, so that's going to be well worth a visit. Plus a day like today, you fancy getting off the prom just by one street. Yeah, nice little snug pub there, the lifeboat in. And then just as you walk towards Mark Kelly's, Tommy Cutler's, another new bar that's opened up recently next to the new Philly, which has also had a lot of money spent on it over the last few months. So the work is started down Foxhall Road, getting ready for the new development that happens down on the central car park. Things are looking up. So it's not all doom and gloom in Blackpool. like I said in my early videos this year, there is a lot of green shoots. So make sure you get yourself down, especially down like 2025 season. The 2024 season's coming to an end within the next 2 weeks. Weather's looking a bit wild, but yeah, get yourself down. 2025. See what Foxhall Road's all about as well, just off the promenade. Okay. New Philly Sports Bar, great place to go. You've got Sea Fresh Fish and Chips next door. Not been there for years, from what I remember. Absolutely spot on. New Tommy Cutlers, and then at the other end, as you walk towards Central Pier, you've got Lily's Fish and Chip Shop, which I rate as being probably the best fish and chip shop within stone throw of the promenade. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and notification bell for any up and coming videos. I'll be soon posting a 2024 overview, so 2024 season in Blackpool and a few bits out and about. This has been my first season as a YouTuber. I've loved it and I can't wait to see what's coming in 2025. So I'm going to say to all of you who've either watched or subscribed, shared, thank you very much. Have a very Merry Christmas and a wonderful New Year. Stay safe. Like I like to say, live life, love life. Bye for now, and I'll see you all very, very soon.